All right, guys, welcome back to the Browns Place podcast. This is episode number 6, but unofficially 8, because we've had 2 that have screwed up.
Yeah.
So we did one last time, but then the volume and the speech was all off and everything. So we kind of wasted an hour on that one. So Ryan's here for the holidays, so that's why we're here together today. So hopefully next time we do it, we'll get all the bugs figured out and get this thing going. So, um, anything to say?
No,
No? Okay.
see what happens.
Let's get right into it. Like I said, episode 6. Again, thank you for joining. And we also have the dog. See the dog. So, she'll be joining us also. Let's hit some football real quick. Eagles in trouble.
Yeah, they've been in trouble for a while though.
Lost 3
But
in a
they've been
row.
fraudulent all year.
Losing 3 in a row.
Yeah,
But
bad 3.
is now the time to lose 3 and still be okay? Or
No, because now they're gonna fall down and they're gonna lose home field, and they're gonna have to face probably the Cowboys or the Niners early,
yeah,
and that's
true.
not good.
Um, just wonder if
But if you want to go through a rough patch, do it during the regular season.
yeah, exactly, and do it now to where you can still kind of ramp up towards the playoffs
Yeah,
and kind of peak. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, they don't look that good right now. So
can't go on a 3-game skid like
yeah,
this though. You
yeah,
gotta pick
yeah.
up some momentum here.
And 2 of those games they got shellacked.
Oh yeah, crushed,
So
crushed,
um,
and then they lost to a
and then
bad
they
team.
lost to Seattle with a
Yeah,
backup quarterback.
with a
So
backup quarterback. Yeah,
the year of the backup quarterbacks this year, just about every team has had to use their backup quarterback at some point. So
it's been ugly. A lot of injuries.
yeah, a lot of injuries to the quarterback. So if you're a second string quarterback, be ready to be QB
A
one.
lot of them played pretty well though.
Yeah, I mean, lock. I mean, probably not for the long term because I mean, look at
No,
Dobbs was already out in
yeah,
Minnesota,
yeah,
and
he's already gone.
so I mean,
But I mean, Joe Flacco's playing all right.
yeah,
Jake
Flack.
Browning's playing all
How
right.
old's Flacco?
Will Levis is playing all right. Joe Flacco, I think he's like 38 or something,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's
He's
still
up
throwing
there.
over 300
Yeah, he's
yards
still
against
throwing the
us, so
ball.
it's like
Yeah,
that's just a bad loss too. Thanks for bringing that up.
yeah.
So
DeVito, he's
we
playing all right.
we've had 3 bad losses just because one we just can't score enough, or 2 we can't defend enough. So
Yeah, it's a bad team.
um, we could actually be a playoff team if it wasn't for those 3 bad losses. But uh, best team in the NFL is
Clear as day still. Not really that close.
pretty dominant.
Monday will be the last seal deal confirmation of who the best team in the league is. If they beat the Ravens on
Yeah,
Christmas,
yeah,
that's a big
that's a
game.
big game. I
Big
mean, that's
game.
could
Top
be a
one versus
Super
one.
Bowl preview right there, right?
Could be
So, I mean, Ravens look pretty good. They're throwing up points. I mean, Lamar's doing his thing. So,
so tough. Yeah, he's
yeah,
tough to contain. He's
it's
tough.
just,
So we'll see what happens. But if they win that, then I mean they already are the best team in the league. But you win that
yeah, I mean,
game,
and
that's
the NFC side, I just don't see anyone beating them
no.
unless if Purdy just has a bad game or something and just,
Yeah.
starts, throwing picks or anything. But
But even then, they got too many other good players where
yeah, I mean,
they'll
it's
figure it
just,
out. It's too
their
much.
defense is too good right now. Their offense is clicking. So it's just, I don't see an NFC team beating them. And
No.
I don't know which AFC team. I mean, you still got the Chiefs. You still got Ravens. You still. I don't know if you want to play the Bills in the playoffs if they make it in. It's one of those.
Well, the Bills are going to make it into the playoffs as a lower seed too. That's going to suck for a higher seed team to have to face. It could
Yeah,
be like an Eagles
because
situation
yeah,
where Eagles could drop to a lower seed just because the Cowboys are going to win the division or whatever, and then
and then
you're
you're
going
gonna
to have to
play
face
that.
the
Yeah,
Eagles
yeah.
first round. That could suck.
So
Um,
the
so
Bills
that
are
could be a
just. I don't
situation
know.
with the
They could be
Bills though.
scary. So
It can be really scary.
I mean, they've looked pretty good the last couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
Jets are finally out of it. No Aaron Rodgers for this season. So
No.
that's
Good for him.
that's squashed. So
Don't come back with
yeah,
that.
yeah. So not much to the NFL. I mean, there's a Christmas game,
Yeah.
like we just talked.
Ravens.
Niners,
Big
Ravens.
game.
So Christmas
Bigger
Day.
game.
So got a lot of basketball Christmas Day too.
Yep. Lakers Celtics
So
play, and
yeah,
then Warriors. Warriors face someone, I think, on
Yeah.
Christmas Day too. I think they're the first game. So,
What about Warriors? What about Draymond? Let's dig into Draymond.
ugh,
What do you think about
that's.
that?
I mean, it's not surprising to me at all.
What do you think his suspension should be?
Well, it's indefinite now, so
I
now
know,
it's
but
like
what does that mean? Like,
it's gonna be like
does that mean the rest of the year? Does that
no,
mean
I don't think it.
25
I don't
games?
think it should be the rest of the year. I
Does
think that
that
would be stupid.
mean until playoffs and then he comes back right at playoffs? Or
No, because that's still the rest of the year.
I don't know.
That'd be
I
stupid.
think
We're
you got to
only
give him a number though. You can't just say
yeah,
he's
but
out
you're gonna suspend him
until
for 50 games,
I
60
don't know.
games. That's stupid. I think I would disagree with. I think that's dumb.
Is it
I mean,
25? Is his worse than Jaw? They both have track records.
I don't think it's worse than Jaw, but
Jaw didn't.
Jaw didn't punch anyone.
No, and he hasn't been dirty or hit anyone at all,
No,
right?
but he's carried a
But
gun around.
obviously, shouldn't have guns and waving them around and that kind of stuff,
So
obviously. But I think that just, the company that you hang out with, you know, that's what you're going to
it's
get.
still
But
your decision.
yeah, you got to make the right decision. Well, Draymond's got to make the right decision and not swing,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
know. Um, I just, he's got some issues and I don't know. I mean, is it good for the league if he comes back early? I mean,
I don't
they
think
always
anything
want those bad boys.
changes.
They want like the Dylan Brooks. They want the Draymonds. But I mean, is
Nothing's
it
gonna change
is it
though.
good for basketball?
Uh, I don't think it's bad for basketball necessarily.
But I don't think it's basketball either, though. I think it's
No.
different because it's a different era from like when the Pistons and were around and they were the bad boys.
Right, but was that
You know,
basketball?
no, I don't. I hated it. I was a Bulls fan. I absolutely hated it.
They won.
Oh,
So
I wanted all of them dead.
yeah,
So, um,
they won.
but they were tough, and yeah, I mean,
Played hard.
you didn't get around without getting bruised or beaten or bloodied or
No.
whatever. So I mean, you know,
But he's got to realize we're not playing in the '80s Pistons or '90s
that's
Pistons,
the thing. It's a different
so
game.
you
So I
can't
mean,
punch
yeah,
people
yeah, it's a
anymore.
totally different game, and he knows better. It's not like he doesn't know better,
At this point, yeah,
you know. So it's just I've never really been a Draymond fan, but he's really
keeps doing it.
cementing it, you
Keeps
know.
doing it. Everyone hates him.
So and he brings it on himself. You can't blame anyone else, you know. The pool thing, youngster talking shit or whatever,
But you still
should he
can't go and
he should
punch
he
the
shouldn't
shit
be
out of
punching
him.
him,
It was funny though, but
again, as a leader of the veteran of that group,
yeah, you got to know better.
you got to know better. But what does that say about the other vets on that team? That's a veteran team. You got Clay and Steph. Where are they at on the leadership side?
Exactly.
Because they just can't control Draymond,
I
or
guess not.
Draymond's Draymond, and you just let him do his thing and let him hurt the team, or
I guess so. I mean, when Mike and Scotty were playing with Rodman,
there was a
Rodman didn't trip out that much.
there was a leash. I mean,
Yeah,
Rodman knew it was Michael's team.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
So they weren't. He wasn't bugging out like he was before.
no, he was definitely.
Because he knew better.
But he that's the thing. He knew who the leader of that team was.
So what are
So
Steph and Clay doing? What's
yeah,
Steve Kerr doing?
yeah, I don't know. You know, it's just it's not a young group. So I mean, there
No,
should be people stepping in. So, um, what
yeah,
about Steph? Is he in your top 10 as all time?
yeah,
Really?
pretty easily.
Even though his defense sucks,
Yeah, but there's a lot of guys in that top 10 whose
I
defense
would
sucks.
say he's up there for shooter or guard or whatever, but
Okay,
not
but is Magic Johnson in the top
but
10 all
not of
time?
all
Is
time.
Magic Johnson in the top 10 of all time?
Yeah, but Magic also played
No,
defense.
he didn't. He was bad defender.
I
He was
I,
tall.
I don't like the Steph for top 10.
No, he's easily top 10.
Really?
He's the best shooter ever by
I'm not
like a
saying that he's not.
landslide,
I
though.
absolutely say he's the best shooter.
You also have
But
to think that look at what the game is now too. Look how many people shoot threes now.
yeah, but
Look how offensive it is, and that's all because of Steph.
you still got to play some defense.
He's undersized. You can't do anything when you're undersized. Is what it is.
There's a lot of undersized point guard. John Stockton, Gary Payton, all those guys were undersized and they still played defense.
Yeah, but they couldn't shoot or play offense.
No, they couldn't shoot. Yeah, but still, I think him not being a defensive, being strong defensively, that just takes me out of his. It'd be like a baseball player if he was, you know, killed it on the offense, but then he was just a liability on defense. I wouldn't say he would be an MVP or a top 10 player. You know, like if
Yep.
Mike Trout just sucked on fielding, but he was, hitting 40 home runs, great.
Well,
You're a
I'll
DH.
say Miguel Cabrera won a triple crown and won MVP, and he wasn't a good defender.
True. Good point.
So
But at that point of his stage, I mean, he was never mobile. Not,
no,
I think his rookie year when he was with the Marlins, he was mobile. But other than that,
yeah,
he
even
was
then, that
carrying
still
100
wasn't
extra
mobile.
pounds.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just gotta. I think he's great. I think he's a great best shooter. I don't think he's top 10. I just think that there's other people in there that are probably top 10. So that's just my opinion. And I'm not bagging on Steph. I love Steph. He's changed the game, and for everyone, he's changed.
But you got to think
The
about how many
college game. He's changed the women's game. He's changed everything about
think how
what
many
Steph's
people have
done.
changed the game though,
True. I mean,
and those people that have changed the game are in the top 10.
yeah. I mean,
So
you got Caitlin Clark. That's just another triple double today. 35, 17, and 10. There's 17 rebounds
yeah,
from your shooter. I
she's tall though, isn't she?
think she's 6.
That's pretty tall, right? Is that tall? I don't know if that's tall for
That's
the
probably tall
women's.
for
It's got to
women,
be
but I
pretty tall
mean,
for the women's.
she's not a center though.
No.
You know,
Yeah, she's pretty cold.
that's just yeah. So
If he's not in your top 10, who's in your top 10 then?
there's a long list in the top 10. Because I mean,
Well, it's a 10.
well, I mean, who's your top 3? Is it Jordan,
Top.
LeBron, Kobe?
I feel like top 3 is pretty easy. Yeah. In my opinion, I think top 3 is easy.
But I mean,
Probably throw Kareem in at
there's no
3, but
Kareem or Bill Russell or
they're not in
Karl
top.
Malone in there
Karl Malone is
somewhere,
not in the
or
top 10.
Magic Johnson, Larry
Yeah, they're in
Bird.
the top 10.
Some of the older guys. Is Shaq in there?
Is
Is
Shaq's in there
Barkley in there?
over Steph?
It's just I don't know. It's just
Barkley is nowhere near top 10 all time.
you know.
He was a great player.
Is David Robinson there? Tim Duncan in
Tim Duncan's
there?
probably in there.
You know, there's a lot of people
Probably
that could.
Hakeem, and then
Hakeem, yeah,
and now
and
you're
then Clyde
probably
Drexel is,
Drexler is not in the top
or
10.
what
Was not better
about
than Steph.
um I don't know. I'd have to write that down. It would be tough for me to narrow top 10 because I don't even know if the top 3 is my top 3. I don't know if it's Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. The 3 is
I feel like 1 and 2
probably
are probably
1 and 2. I
solidified.
think is fine with the Kobe one. I mean, it's tough not to put him in just because he's definitely in top 5, but I
He's
don't know if he's
easily in top 5.
3. So,
Well, I mean, there's just because you could throw Kareem in there.
well, that's the thing. So, I mean,
So
maybe that next time we'll break it down and we'll do our top 10 for NBA. So, because I'm gonna have to put some thought into that. So, NBA. So speaking of NBA, and you're a Lakers fan, do you like them celebrating and putting a banner up
no,
for the in-season tournament
no,
and celebrating it and champagning it?
no.
And
I did not like it.
I just think that's absolutely ridiculous.
I agree.
The in-season tournament celebration ceremony, parade, rings.
You can celebrate it after you win it, like the champagne and the stuff in the locker room. I don't care about, but the banner, I thought
You're
was
hanging that banner up.
no. I did not like that at all.
I just, yeah. I get.
Coach
Again,
said it. We don't hang division titles.
yeah. I mean, I get you. You won the in-season tournament. It was great because people are into the season and that's what it was about. But yeah, I don't think that's something that you hang a banner for.
No.
It's almost like a participation trophy type of ribbon
It's
type of
not that because
deal.
they swept it,
Yeah, but
but
still, I mean,
it's not. You can have the
what
trophy.
value is there?
I mean, you get a trophy and paid, but that's it.
So I
So
mean,
take your trophy, get your money, and be done with it. Don't
yeah.
hang a banner. I don't like the banner.
But what if there's a little hangover from it?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they've lost 3 of their last 4.
Well, that's
So
what I'm saying. What if there's a hangover?
yeah,
You know, you play so hard to get this in season thing, so you can get the banner, so you can raise that next year championships. But then you have a in season hangover.
yeah, which is currently what's happening.
So I
No,
mean,
don't like the banner. The banner's
yeah,
stupid.
I didn't like the banner thing at all. I
Yeah.
didn't even really like the celebration. I mean, I celebrate, but I don't think the goggles and champagne and all that kind of stuff. I
We
mean,
still won the trophy though. If you play any tournament, you're gonna celebrate it. So no problem with that. But don't hang a banner.
yeah, but like in the MLB, like if you win the first series, are you really celebrating that much?
Don't they?
Should you? That's
They do.
yeah, but congratulations, you won the division. Is that what you're shooting for?
But every time that you win the division, you celebrate. You jump on the
I
field.
just, I have a problem with that. That's a step to the goal. The goal isn't to win the division.
I agree.
The goal is to win the championship, and you don't have to win the championship to win the division, or you don't
I
have to win
agree.
the division to win the championship.
I agree.
Um,
But they
I mean,
still
look at
celebrate.
the look at the World Series.
Yeah, but they still celebrate it.
Yeah, and how many times do people get hurt by celebrating,
I don't know. I mean,
jumping over the railing,
it definitely happens though.
you know, ankle or whatever? So, yeah, no, I just had an issue with the banner raising.
The banner was stupid.
I just,
I agree.
I
There
just
shouldn't have
didn't
been a
like that.
banner.
Um, football. Let's get into some baseball news. Last time we talked, Shohei hadn't signed, so now he has signed.
Yep.
And then breaking news tonight was
Yamamoto. Yeah.
Yamamoto signed, and he signed with
The Dodgers. Yeah.
the Dodgers. So Dodgers are spending some money. I, I guess you could say that.
I mean, they're not really spending money because it got deferred,
Well,
but
deferred, but still, I mean,
spend. I mean, they still spent 400.
yeah.
What 450 because of glass now too.
But I mean, they picked up
470.
three big players.
3 huge players.
Two prime pitchers and a pitcher slash hitter.
Probably not done yet either.
Probably not done.
Are they going to re-sign Kershaw too? They're probably going to re-sign
I don't
Kershaw.
know. Do you think they re-signed Kershaw,
I don't
or
know.
does
I
he
don't know
go
if
to,
that just
or
ended
does he
that.
go to the Rangers?
I don't know.
Because he lives in Texas. Bochy. I mean,
There's no relation to Bochy, but
I mean,
I don't know.
no, but Bochy's also a veteran coach, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what they do for that, but I mean that lineup and the pitching rotation is.
Yeah, it's
Granted,
gonna suck.
Yamamoto hasn't pitched one game, one inning in the MLB,
No,
so
his stuff's nasty,
you
but
don't know what he's going to
you have
get
no idea what you're gonna get with that.
on the major league side.
And that's the biggest contract for a
You
pitcher
know,
ever.
25, 12 years, so that'll put him at 37.
Yeah, we'll finish it out there.
Better hope he doesn't have TJ,
No, hopefully no injuries.
but
Highest paid pitcher. Should he be the highest paid pitcher over Gary Cole?
I don't
That's
think he should be
crazy.
the highest
I
paid.
think that's insane.
Yeah, I think there's other pitchers that have earned that.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted him, but 325 is a lot of money.
Well, I mean, reason that we haven't jumped on Belly is because he's wanting over 200.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to pay the price.
But I mean,
He's proven it though.
he proved it 1 year though. What was his
No.
other 2 years prior to that? Though?
Okay, those 2 years prior to that when he hurt his shoulder. But what did he do before that?
Okay, so are you banking on that his shoulder's fine and everything's good, and what
No.
we saw last year is going to be good for the next 10
No,
years?
but if you want your guy who already performed for you, you got to sign him.
Or do you save that money and get 3 other players?
What other
For
3
some
players are you
amount.
get? You're just gonna get Matt Chapman and Reese Hoskins and all that shit?
You get Hoskins Turner, and Chapman.
Yeah, but you got to actually sign them.
I'm not saying that our off season has been an A plus.
No, you got to actually
So
do
far,
it.
so far we've signed a backup catcher to the minor leagues, and we signed Wizzy too. I mean, that's
Yeah, and even if you sign those three, one of that guys missed the whole year. Matt Chapman is streaky, and Justin Turner's streaky and old. So you're banging on older, streaky players
and we still got
rather
to get a
than.
pitcher because we still got to replace Stroh.
Oh yeah,
So Montgomery's name was thrown out there. Snell's name, obviously,
yeah.
I think everyone was kind of waiting on Yamamoto to go to see where Snell goes, and hopefully now that Shohei's gone, Yamamoto's gone, that just opens up the floodgate and everyone else signs.
Hopefully,
Because I mean, those were the two big names.
I mean, we're in January. It should
So
be done already.
yeah, so hopefully now that that was the floodgates
Almost in
should
January.
open, and you just get a shitload of signings within the next week or so or 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
we can be done with it and talk about who won the off season. Because right now it's
Well,
just
now it's done deal who
yeah.
won the off season.
I mean, right now, yeah, just
We already know who won the
unless
offseason.
if they just pat on more and just I don't know.
No, I think regardless of what happens, they won the offseason.
Yeah, probably.
It's over.
So,
I'm surprised about the Yankees.
I heard
Yankees are not going to sign anyone.
they were in the running for him.
I know they offered him $300 million for 10 years, but how do you get outbid?
Dodgers.
How do you get outbid though?
I mean, they lost 2 to the Dodgers, maybe 3. Who? What about Glass? I don't know. You know, how does the
I
Mets
don't
get
think.
outbid?
Well, I don't think they would have got Glass on just because it's in division. I don't think they were going to trade for him.
You know.
Mets, I could understand because it's the Mets.
Yeah, but that guy's just throwing money away.
I know. I could understand it though, but because he's throwing so much money away, he's probably cautious because it was a disaster
But
last year.
Yamamoto go to the Dodgers because of Shohei.
I'm sure that helped. Yeah. But
So
I just don't know Yankees. How do you get outbid? Now they did great because they got their outfielders
they got
and they already had
Soto and
good
they got
pitchers.
Verdugo.
Yeah, and they already had good pitchers.
So did they need Yamamoto? Did they need to spend that money?
But you're the Yankees. Shouldn't you have just spent the money?
Well, since you just missed the playoffs last year, I think you got to do whatever, right?
Yeah,
So
go spend some cash. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't get the job done. That they got outbid. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he went to the Dodgers. I figured he'd go to the Dodgers.
figured it'd be
But
Dodgers or Yankees. I saw the Giants were outbid.
they didn't get outbid. They just got thrown out.
So
Yeah, just fine. But
is it really?
well, I just expected it to happen. But we already signed a guy. At least we signed someone. So
Yeah, how's he gonna be too? Hopefully,
yeah, but he's not gonna get TJ.
probably not.
So
So is Buster Posey right about the Giants?
no, with the city,
Yeah.
no. I
You don't
think
think that has nothing to do with it?
no. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It doesn't make any sense either. Crime everywhere.
Crime is everywhere. I mean, I could see definitely.
Also, the players don't live around that area. It's not like they're gonna live next to the ballpark.
No. Um, and it's not like right around the ballpark is that bad either.
No,
too,
and when
so,
you have a ton of
yeah.
cash, you don't live in the bad areas.
Yeah.
And that goes for any city. It's just like Show he's not gonna live in South Central.
No, he's probably already got his
So
Calabasas or Beverly
right.
Hills or whatever
Yeah, so
staked out.
it doesn't make any sense, that comment,
but
really, to
but I
me.
mean, that's
But
your guy making that comment.
yeah, I don't like it.
You is that just bitterness because no one will go, or is he speaking the truth because no one will go?
But Logan Webb also said a lot of guys talking about the Giants or San Francisco that had never been to San Francisco or lived in San Francisco. And everyone else on the Giants talks about how much they love San Francisco.
Yeah.
Not saying that I love San Francisco really that much, but
I mean, we live 40 minutes away and we hardly ever go to San Francisco.
yeah.
So, just one of those things, I guess.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, we got
anything to do with it
right now. I mean, the dates came out for our Cubs convention and who's going to be there, and it's just we got to sign some people.
Yeah,
I mean,
You guys have never been big spenders.
but otherwise we're just gonna waste, Dansby's years and Nico's years and just,
You guys never spend big on anyone. You waited last year to get Dansby, who was
we
cheap.
do spend big, but it's not Jason Hayward.
That was, yeah, I guess that's
So
poor
we
spending.
spend big, and then
That's just poor spending.
the last year he's on the Dodgers and we're paying 23 million.
Yeah.
So, and I think that kind of, but there's also, could you have signed a Chris Bryant, and what would that look like? Could you sign a Javi, and what would that have looked like?
Yeah.
So, the track record on not spending, I think, has kind of favored them a little more than spending.
Well, when you don't get Cody Bellinger, we'll see about
Yeah,
that.
we'll see. I don't know.
When Cody goes to the Blue Jays.
When everyone else improves, and
yeah.
So
Cardinals have done more.
Cardinals have done more. The Reds have done more.
Oh yeah, Reds have done more. Brewers haven't done anything.
So. Brewers haven't done anything, but
they're shredding.
Yeah, I saw something about maybe Yelich is on the trade block to maybe Boston or something like that.
Yelich, Adames, and Corbin still on the trade block.
So.
And isn't Woody free now?
Yeah, but he's gonna be out next year.
He's gonna be out next year. Yeah.
Is Adames? I thought he was free agent.
No,
he's still locked up?
free now, or he's with the Brewers this year, but they're gonna trade him probably.
I mean, that's a big stick right there to,
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 home runs from your shortstop, but gonna hit 220.
You have 20 home runs from your shortstop.
See what Marco can do, rookie.
I don't think he's gonna have 20 home runs.
Do you have 20 home runs from your shortstop? Did Dansby hit 20? I hit like 12.
No.
Or 14.
I think he got to 20.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for D.
Vanderbilt. So yeah, we got to do something, or otherwise it's going to be a dismal year, and we'll be, yelling at the TV.
If you get outspent by the Giants, you did not have a good year.
Yeah.
Or off season.
Our big signing has been Counsell. Greg Counsell.
Yeah.
That's our big
$40 million for a coach. It's a lot of cash.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, like you said, some MLB action, some free agents start going, and we can all get. Well, what about like Bryce? So he wants to stay in Philly. Contract is definitely favors Philly. What's he getting? 25 AAV?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it is. So do you renegotiate that, or do you play out that contract and then negotiate after?
Well, he can't play out the contract. He'll be retiring. So he'll be gone. Because I think it goes to he's 40 or something like that. Or 39. So there's no playing it out.
So then if you're the Phillies, what do you do?
I don't do anything.
I wouldn't think so either, right?
No, you let the agent go and come to you first.
Say, hey, we got you for 25 mil until you're 40. We're good.
And there's a no trade on him.
Why would we negotiate?
And there's a no trade on him too.
So I mean, if the player's going to be pissed off, oh well. I mean,
yeah, but it's a bad look to do that to your star player. So if you want to if he wants to renegotiate, give him the money and be done with it.
Yeah, but on the business side, why do that?
Because it's a bad look.
But you signed a contract.
Okay,
no one made you sign the contract.
But now have no more fun. Have fun signing no more players after that. Nobody else is going to go to you. Bryce isn't going to help you sign anyone at that point.
They didn't have any problems getting Trey Turner.
But Bryce wasn't talking about his contract.
Yeah, but is he talking about his contract because of Trey Turner?
No, I don't think he's even talking about his contract, though, is he? I haven't heard anything about him.
The only thing I heard was that he wants to retire as a Philly.
Yeah, that's it. So, which he'll do.
Which he could do at his current contract.
Yeah, that's what he'll do.
But knowing that his current contract is lower than everyone else's right now,
yeah,
does he try to renegotiate? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's baseball. Golf, we talked last time we talked about, there was the news that John Rahm just signed with Liv. We thought who was going to go next. No one's re-signed or signed so far. I thought Tony was going to go. He just said that he's going to, stick it. Um, Shoffley said he's staying where he's at. So we don't know what's going on with this agreement thing that's the end of the month or whatever that
No.
they're supposed to be. So, but I mean, there's got to be some names that want to be on Rom's team. That's for sure. So
Hmm.
see who goes. I mean, I haven't seen if Ricky has said he's staying, or Hideki.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't really care.
still think
I mean, I'm never
this.
gonna watch live golf.
Well, did you hear about them negotiating to go to four days?
Oh, now they're gonna bump it up to 4 days.
That's what
So,
I heard. Was a rumor that they were going to do 4 days instead of
so it
just
can
the
be an actual
just the
golf.
three. So, but yeah,
No.
Tiger came back for a couple tournaments.
Yeah, he's played
Just
2
got
now.
done with the PNC. Him and
Yep.
Charlie. Although they didn't play that great, but no, they didn't. They
They played
played
all right. They didn't play
okay
great that first
Saturday.
game
They
or
played
first day.
better Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I think they finished 5th or something like that.
Yeah, I think they were top 5.
Yeah.
So.
They played all right. Not bad. But he
But
still looks
yeah,
sharp. He looks good.
looks good.
Walking good.
Looks like he's moving around.
Yeah.
I could, if he stays where he's at, I could see him doing one a month.
For sure. I think
You
he
know,
looks solid.
you know,
Because he just played 2 tournaments in what 3
3
weeks span.
weeks. Yeah.
So
Well, one tournament was only 2 days though. So I mean,
yeah.
you know,
But he's still going around playing
yeah,
practice rounds and stuff. So
yeah,
played the pro am.
yeah.
So
So do you think one a month is good enough
for what?
to be competitive?
For him, yeah, I think so. I think if you play 1 a month, that's a lot different than playing 4 tournaments a year.
Oh, you never see him playing 4 tournaments. Just because, I mean, if you play the 4 majors, you got to have some type of tune-up
Yeah,
before the majors.
yeah.
You just can't,
So playing once a month though, you can definitely get in a rhythm, play your game, and build off of
Yeah,
what
I
you were
guess you just
doing.
got to time it and see which ones are which. I mean,
Yeah,
because if you play one early and then you have 4 weeks until the Masters, I think that's a little long stretch. If it's maybe 2 weeks, maybe you play one
yeah.
tournament and then you go get ready for 1 week and then
Well, he's gonna play the
you know.
players, and then he's gonna play the Masters
And then
in
did you see
those
a thing that
or
he's not for
following
the
weeks, aren't
U.S.
they?
Open? He's not
No, he's not qualified.
automatic. He's not
No,
qualified.
no, not yet, not
So
officially.
are they going to do an exemption, or are you going to make him play a qualifier? Are you going to make Tiger Woods play a
I think it's
Monday
pretty
qualifier?
crazy. I think it's pretty crazy to not exempt Tiger Woods.
I
How many times has he won that? I think he's won that one 6 times.
I don't know, but I mean,
U.S.
I
Open.
I just can't see him doing a qualifier. But then if he does a qualifier and he doesn't get in, then what?
I don't know. I think it's if there's ever an exemption to give, then it's got to probably be Tiger Woods. They give
Um,
exemptions out all the time, so
yeah.
might as well be giving one to Tiger Woods.
Um, and then what about his Nike deal? Have you heard anything on that?
No,
We just heard that it was ending, but then it just kind of
nothing about new one.
nothing
Nothing about
about.
no new one.
Yeah,
Nothing about it.
he's still wearing the FootJoy shoes, I
Still
guess.
wearing all Nike stuff.
Still wearing all Nike stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Don't know.
Didn't
Yeah,
hear
I haven't
anything
heard
about it.
anything about it.
So,
See what happens.
um,
Still would be weird not being a Nike.
yeah, I just it's like it's Jordan and Nike, it's Kobe and Nike,
LeBron
LeBron and
Nike.
Nike. It's just you know, you just
And
it's
if you're
just
Nike,
associate that.
if you're Nike, you need to solidify that.
What are you doing?
Yeah, why is that not already a
You
done
know,
deal?
I mean,
He's
yeah.
probably
How do you let him walk?
yeah, he's probably top
But
5
did they
biggest sports
lose? They
figures
lost
ever.
out on Steph, right?
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah. But Steph surprised everyone. He chose Under Armour.
yeah,
Nobody chose Under Armour,
yeah,
especially
yeah,
for basketball. Nobody chose Under Armour.
yeah.
So
But yeah, no, I mean,
it's
I
not
don't
like they
know.
lost to Adidas or
Yeah.
something. That would have been worse.
So does he start his own brand and go from there? I don't know. I think he's a little too old to do that, maybe.
I don't know if he's too old just because he's Tiger Woods. If you're looking at golf apparel or golf related stuff, you're probably thinking Tiger Woods.
Yeah, but I will say the last couple years that I've bought in Tiger Woods Nike shirts, I have not liked them at all.
Yeah, no,
Their
I know,
their
but
fits have been horrible. They're very boxy. Material's good because it's nice and it's thin and it's very athletic and it's see-through kind of deal. So I mean, in the summertime, it's perfect. But the fit just is absolutely the worst fit ever.
yeah, but aside from just the clothes themselves, the materials or whatever, however they make them, if you're just talking about golf apparel, it's Nike and it's Tiger
Yeah.
Woods.
And then they just released the Arnold Palmer edition or the Masters edition.
Oh, of his
Tiger Woods
shoes,
shoes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't
But is
know.
that like a last resort kind of thing because we got nothing else? I don't know.
I don't know. Or do you not wear those shoes because those might be worth something because he left Nike? I don't know.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. Golf, nothing really going on. I mean, hockey's doing hockey thing. You got your college basketball. The last time we did talk about the college football and the playoffs and the whole, Alabama thing. So
Yeah, still got another week and a half
yeah.
till that game,
Well, see,
till
that's
those
the thing.
games.
So there definitely could have been some because there's like a month of
Yeah,
yeah. So you could have
the
had some
hiatus.
playoffs in
Yeah,
there. So um
yeah, for sure,
yeah.
definitely
So
for the
but
expansion. Yeah, the expansion will be good.
you know so 1 versus 4. So Alabama versus
Michigan,
Michigan,
and Texas, Washington,
Texas, Washington.
New Year's
So
Day.
who do you see Alabama, Michigan?
I see Alabama.
Do you really?
I do. I see Alabama.
It's
I
tough to
don't like
tough to go
how
against them,
I know
but
Michigan's played great, but I
yeah.
don't like that your locker room and your staff reacted that way to Alabama getting selected as your opponent and you being recorded. If I was Jim Harbaugh or the coaches, just putting out the message that you're scared or unhappy about having to face Alabama looks really bad, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. If you're the number one team,
Yeah, you're the number one team. They
I
got to
think
go through you.
yeah,
You should be
a little
you should
more,
be the one that people are
a little
upset
more
about having to
confident, a little
face.
more
Yeah.
self-esteem.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that they reacted that same way.
But it's kind of like if you pick, you're playing the Bills first round, you're like, oh shit, it's the
Yeah,
Bills.
but I think that's the difference between a pro and a
You know.
college team, though. And
Um,
this is what worries me about kids playing in college football. Now you're facing this juggernaut that's been Alabama, and you're already worried about it. Now it's in your head. So what happens on game
but
day?
I mean,
Michigan might blow them out, but
you've you know you've beat Ohio State. It's not like you
yeah,
haven't beat teams probably maybe better than Alabama right now or this year, but it is
yeah, but you haven't
Alabama.
done it at the highest level,
Yeah.
so
So we'll
we'll
see.
see what you do.
I don't know.
But Alabama's not been very good in the
And that's why I
last
still
few
gotta
playoffs.
I
So
still gotta lean towards Michigan on it, but I can see Alabama winning that too. So, um, is Harbaugh gone this year? After this year,
I don't know. So there's that ban or whatever.
I saw the ban, and then I saw something about some allegations coming down.
I
And
don't know.
Bears? We'll take them. We'll take Mike Tomlin. If you want to give him up? We'll take Bill Belichick. If you want to give him up?
There could be some big head coaches
I
out on the market.
I'll take a big coach right now.
There could be some big coaches out on the market.
Eberflus, sorry, but
Sucks.
you can't lose those 3 games.
No,
you know,
no. He sucks.
so I don't think it's a quarterback issue. You got your quarterback. I don't think there's a better quarterback that's in the draft that's coming out. So just stick with your quarterback.
Justin Fields is not the problem.
Fix your
Fix your O line.
fix your O line. Add some
Protect him.
defense.
Yeah.
And be good with it.
Well, trading Roquan Smith last year was pretty crazy.
I didn't like any of the trades, but even who was it? Mooney?
Darnell Mooney. Yeah.
Catch the ball.
Yeah.
Catch the ball.
But that's not the reason you lost the game.
But catch the ball.
But yeah, you should have caught that ball.
He's a receiver.
and landed right on him too.
It's you're. I mean, it's one thing if you're a lineman.
That's his job too.
That's
When he
you
like
catch
that,
the
his
ball,
specific job is to catch the rebound.
and it hits you
Yeah.
right in the chest.
Yeah. Sitter too. Just bobbled it. Right.
All you have to do is catch the ball.
Yeah, but it's a Hail Mary. You can't expect to win the game on a Hail Mary. Maybe don't let the Browns march down the field with a 38-year-old quarterback to get a field goal.
But okay, but you still had a chance to win. And the receiver had it in his lap.
You guys are a bad team.
But the receiver had it in his lap.
I know. You play bad football.
Again, if you're a lineman or if you're a kicker, okay, I can understand that you don't catch the ball.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney. Yeah.
But you're a receiver. You can catch a spiral 40 yards away, but you can't catch a deflected ball that hits you right in the chest?
Yeah. I don't have an answer for you. I thought it was pathetic too, but
good God, that's what you get paid for.
I'm just saying that's just not the reason you lost the game.
Now I understand why the Chiefs are, frustrated with their 33 drops or whatever.
No, that is not even the comparison.
But I mean, just catch the ball.
Yeah.
You're laying there. No one's around you. Catch the ball.
I know. I agree.
That's probably the easiest catch he's probably ever going to have in his career.
Probably. I don't think he saw it. Like, I don't think he
Then
saw
what are you
the
looking
ball because
at?
he was falling down, and then I think he just saw the ball come at him. So I don't know.
Then put the kicker in there for him.
Yeah.
Or put the lineman in there. I don't know.
I agree. I'm just saying that's not the reason you lost the game. You lost the game because you're a bad team.
Granted, I mean, it's still. I mean, we're still a bad team, and we're not going to make the playoffs. But just catch the ball.
It helps. But Chiefs don't catch the ball, and they still win games.
That's true. But I still think the Chiefs is because of the enemy. That offense just doesn't look like it's clicking.
I think it doesn't look like it's clicking because they're not catching the ball. I think
maybe Mooney should be over there.
Maybe. I think there's a serious issue of guys not catching the ball and wanting to do their job, and I think it is affecting that entire offense as a whole. Like, because even Pat's getting pissed off now. Like, just last game when Tony dropped another pass and turned it over, he flipped it up in the air for the guy to pick it.
So do you still stick with that guy?
No, I don't know why he's still there. I don't understand what else you need to see.
And then, okay, if he's going to take a spot, don't throw it to him.
No, I wouldn't throw him the ball ever.
I mean, Patrick, if you're going to get pissed off, it's your fault because you threw it to him.
Yeah, but he's also like, he's wide open. I got to throw it to someone.
Hit a lineman in the back of the head or something. I don't know.
Just throw it to Trav.
Yeah.
But even Travis is dropping passes too.
Yeah.
So I think there's an issue with the drop passes.
Yeah, but why? I mean, obviously it's not just that team, but I mean, it's magnified with that team right now. It's just because they have so many.
Yeah. And so many key moments too.
Yeah. This is the wrong time, to be dropping passes. But
that's still a team that I don't want to face, though.
True.
I just don't want to face him.
Yeah.
You just never want to face him.
I just think him and Josh Allen, it's just, if you can avoid
the
those
issue
two
with Josh
somehow,
Allen, though, is you could probably force a turnover against Josh Allen, especially right now. He leads the league in turnovers with Jalen Hurts. So you could probably force one with him. You just better not make it close at the end of the game because he's going to march down.
I still don't want to play him.
No, and he can run too.
Yeah, now he's running.
He's tough. Yeah, he's really tough.
And he's not running and sliding. He's running.
No, he's running to run you over. Yeah.
He's dragging 4 people on his back.
Yeah, he's scary.
So
scary
it's. I get probably maybe why. I don't know how many lost fumbles he has, but is it because he's running and trying to do more than he should?
I don't know.
I
don't know what the fumbles, but he throws a lot of picks.
But he throws a lot of picks.
Throws a lot of picks.
But
he slings it.
But is he? Well, that's the thing.
But that's kind of what you pay for it.
Right. I mean, a power hitter, he's going to strike out a ton, but he's going to hit 50 home runs.
Yeah, you pay for the homers.
So, you sling it 50 times. Do you take the 2 picks?
As long as you win the damn game.
I guess if you take the 2 picks, but then don't fumble it 2 times too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what Jalen Hurts' problem is right now. He's fumbling the ball and throwing picks.
Yeah.
On
So
top of just that whole team being in
just
complete shambles.
bad right now. Yeah. Those golf. Anything else sports wise? I think that was about it, really.
We pretty much
Yeah.
covered
Yeah.
everything.
Entertainment wise, I mean, we talked about last time because of the Matthew Perry thing, and then it came out that
Ketamine.
yeah,
Yeah.
and some heart or coronary stuff or something like
Yeah, I
that
don't know.
too. So
Something like
I
that.
don't know. So
Other than that, though, award season is officially kickstarting. Nominees are starting to come out. Golden Globe nominees, I think, were announced. Oscar nominees aren't announced yet, but the predictions are out. Which basically, once the predictions are out, then the nominees are
and I know
basically out.
shows are starting to come back because like Chicago MD, Chicago PD, and all that, they're coming out mid January.
Oh, really?
So at least the shows are starting to come back too. So
Mm.
that's good. Um, See, I haven't watched enough movies to do any of the Oscar stuff or the Golden Globe stuff, so
Yeah,
I just don't know that much
I've been
about it.
keeping up with them.
Um,
Keeping up with them pretty good. Watched a lot of them this year, actually. So we'll see when the official. I don't believe the official Oscar nominations have come out. Maybe they have, and I just missed them. But
Dude, you're in Hollywood.
I know. But it just happened this week. Like yesterday, I think I saw somebody post something. But I think
Oh,
it was for
really?
gold.
I haven't heard anything
I think
about
it's
it.
for Golden Globes.
Oh.
I don't think it was for Oscars. Um, or
So
actually, I think it was an Oscar. I think the Oscar nominations did come out.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
So let's touch on this real quick. Um, YouTube or social media people.
What about him?
Sam Selleck
Yeah. What about him?
on fire, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they said that 1 month he made $170,000. He's over 2 million for the year. Um,
Yeah.
Trend Twins.
Yeah. What
You know
about
who
him?
they are?
Yeah. No, they are. I don't watch them though, but
Are you on
yeah.
board with them? Are they going to be bigger than
They've been around for a lot longer than
Sam
Sam Sulek has, though.
and the whole Alex Eubank? And
He's been around for a while too
but
now.
he's not a big boy. He's just
Well, he's a big boy, but he's not a juiced up boy.
right.
Yeah.
He's more modelish, I guess you would
Yeah,
want to
he's a
call
little
him
more of
instead of
that influencer
yeah.
nonsense. Yeah.
But I guess the
Not nonsense, but
Trend Twins are going to do a show or do a bodybuilding show
hmm.
coming up. Um, so do you see? I mean, where's that influence at? Is that?
Like what? What do you mean?
I mean, is that the thing right now?
Um, I don't know if it's the thing, but they have a good
Because there's
audience.
a lot of haters.
Yeah, but there's haters all over the place
You know.
for everything. They have a good audience though, because they target younger males who like watching people bodybuild, and
Yeah.
they like seeing they're also personable, funny.
But is it also good for the younger audience?
Probably not to be watching dudes do juice. Well,
Well,
you never see it
you
in
never,
Sam,
yeah.
so probably not. But
And I don't think anyone's has the Trend Twins said that they actually do it.
their name's the trend,
Well, I know, but I mean,
so they're clearly not against
you
it.
see the before and after videos of what they were before and then versus now.
Yeah,
Uh, Trust me, I know.
they're clearly on trend. So at least probably more whatever else they're on. I don't know.
So, would you rather them come out? Would you rather Sam come out and say, "Hey, this is what my cycle is," blah blah blah.
No, it's none of my business.
So you don't care if they're on gear or whatever. They just
No.
keep
Quite
doing
frankly, I don't
keep
follow.
doing social media
I
stuff
don't.
and
Yeah, I don't watch any bodybuilder except like Sam, and probably Martin's not even really a bodybuilder anymore because he just does other stuff
yeah,
too with
yeah,
his
yeah.
channel. So, but those are really the only two that I've watched. I don't watch any of the other bodybuilders. But whether they release that they do that they're on gear or not, I could care less. It's none of my business. I'm going to know whether you're on gear because it's pretty blatantly obvious
Yeah, but
more
I
times
mean,
than not.
for the younger audience,
for the younger audience, it's not great. Probably
But would it be better off that they tell them?
no.
You think they should just not say anything at all and just
I think regardless, it's
and,
nobody else's
and
business.
people just assume? Do you think like the younger audience assumes that they're on gear, or do
Probably.
they know for sure, or they just think that that's a lot of hard work and that's what the
I doubt it. I'm sure they're probably pretty aware that they're on it. I mean, for as long as I've seen bodybuilding social media influencers who are on gear, whether I was in high school or middle school, whatever, it's been clear as day that they were on gear
but
versus not being on
no
gear.
one's ever come out and said
No,
this is what my cycle is.
no. It's like look how long The Rock's been around.
And again, he's never said.
He's never said it,
Mike O'Hearn, he's never said.
but
All these guys
we
that
know
you
that The Rock's
know,
on gear.
yeah, all
Yeah.
these guys that you know, but they haven't come out and said it.
Yeah.
Would you like them? If they were to
No, I told
you
you,
don't
I couldn't care
care.
less. It's not my business.
I just wish, and I don't know, maybe they don't do it because not a lot of people do it. Um, I'd rather them come out and be honest and say, this is what my thing is, and then disclaim it and say, I'm doing this under strict supervision of my doctors, blah, blah, blah. Some type of disclaimer. So that way, otherwise, you're just getting kids just not knowing, and then they just want to be like Sam and the Trent twins without any, caution or anything like that. You know, they just see, oh, these guys are getting, 2 million a year, 100, a million followers, and blah blah blah. I could be just like them.
Yeah, but if you throw something out there saying that I do it, don't do it, that's not going to stop kids from wanting to do it because they still see the following and the money.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I could care less. It's none of my business. What you do in your personal time is none of my business.
But they're making a shitload of money,
Yeah, no shit. They make a ton of money.
and they're not small.
No, they're big people.
Yeah, yeah.
Big guys.
And Eubanks has a Lambo Urus.
Yeah, but he's been doing other shit like TikTok stuff and all that
Yeah.
for a while now.
So, because he was there was a video about him and Sam
Yeah.
having a little beef because
Yeah, but I don't
he
think
was saying that Sam should tell people what he's on,
Yeah, I saw
but
that. But
then
then
Sam was
Eubanks
bagging on him for doing science-based workouts instead of
Yeah.
progressive
But
overload
then
workouts.
Eubanks said, "No, I have no
You
problem with
know,
Sam at all.
yeah. And
I
I've done
actually
some videos on
know his brother because they golf or something like
and
that."
on the YouTube on my YouTube I've done some videos with those two, kind of beefing, but um I don't know. So
I couldn't care less about what they do.
hmm.
It's none of my business.
Hmm.
Respect the grind.
But do people respect it if it's enhanced grind?
I mean, other people probably don't, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work out.
Yeah, you still got to work out.
So respect that aspect of it.
You still got to hit a baseball.
Still got to hit a baseball, bat to
Um,
ball. So,
all right. You got any other Hollywood news? Any?
I don't think so. Nominations are out. I'll look over the nominations
Okay.
again. I think they did come out actually. So
So
I'll look over the
next
Oscar
time what we'll
nominations.
do is we'll talk about nominations. We'll talk about
We do like a prediction. We'll talk about what we kind of predict.
and we'll talk
Maybe
about
what I
our
predict.
top 10 NBA, and we'll talk
Just your
about
list.
our top 10 movies.
All right.
Because we kind of discussed this last night, and I it's going to be tough for me to do a top 10 movies
No, you have like a top 40.
because yeah, I mean, if I push something out, it's just I don't know.
I'm kind of the same way. My list
So
is pretty fluid.
um, so yeah, so next time we'll do top 10 NBA, top 10 um movies, and we'll kind of debate that and see where we're at on it, and we'll discuss
And we'll see what happens with free agency.
yeah, hopefully by then, so 2 weeks when we do our next one. So
2 weeks it'll be last week before regular season of
well, it'll
NFL too.
be after the first of the year, so that first week of the new year. So,
Oh yeah, and we'll talk about see
so
what happens with Georgia or Alabama, Michigan too.
yeah. So
So we'll have a lot to talk about.
all right. So good show. We'll have a lot to talk about next time. Again, we apologize for the technical issues that we were having. So hopefully we've got that squared away and we'll get it going. We'll be back on track. So hope you guys have a good Christmas, happy New Year's,
Happy holidays,
happy
yeah.
holidays. Eat a lot of food, get a lot of gifts, spend some time with your family, and
Whatever you celebrate, yeah, of
and listen to our podcast. So,
course.
all right, guys.